Hi friends from around the world. So this is good news. At the end, the unitary patent system will become reality and the countdown has been delivered, although it has not been very much publicized. So just to recall, the unitary patent is a one-stop shop possibility for getting a unitary patent title in the European Union, but only in the participating member states. Here on the screen you have the actually participating member states. These are all the big member states except Spain, which has still a kind of a language issue, but they may later join. So this is only a moment picture from today, and we hope it will come to more than 17 participating member states, as it is the case of today. Still, 17 member states is about 350 million consumers, so comparable to the United States. That is already something. Now let's see the unitary patent as such is, as I said, depending on, well, it is not the European patent, right? The European patent is the European Patent Convention, which has member states and not member states of the European Union. This is one thing, and exists since '73. The unitary patent will start probably at the beginning of 2023, but we are in a preparation phase. I will come to it. So the unitary patent is one single patent for the very first time. The European Union will have for the participating member states. So I will refer always to the participating member states, which are at that moment the 17 I outlined before. So the 17 member states will have one single patent, one title. And we have one litigation system, which is the Unified Patent Court. These are two different treaties, but which will come together. So one litigation system. You have to know that the Unified Patent Court, they may be responsible, depending on your action, for European patents and for unitary patents. So for both, depending on your action. And I think I will go into it a bit later. So this is what we will have within a short time. The countdown has begun. This I initiated the video like that. So the countdown has begun because the PAP, the Provisional Agreement on the implementation of the Unified Patent Court and the Unitary Patent, so to say, it is the PAP, the Provisional Agreement. So this has been ratified by Austria, and with Austria, so to say, by sufficient countries in order to begin that phase, that provisional phase, in order to implement the unitary patent system. So this was on 19th of January, and the provisional system, so to say, the provisional period will last up to some 8 months or so, and this is the possibility for the unified or unitary patent system in order to go live. It cannot be done through, so to say, a Big Bang theory. That is not possible. So you need to prepare for it, such as the trademark system. It had 2 years of upcoming preparation, so the installation of the EU IPO and so on, and the IT system and the personnel and logistics, etc., etc. So here the same thing. although it will be probably less than these 2 years. So it is foreseen to be up to 8 months. And it is in order to get the IT system to find the location, so the buildings, to find the judges, the staff, etc. So in order to be prepared in a certain moment, it can go live. But we need, the support from the system, the legal support, so that the member states are clear about that it goes live from the beginning. So that started at the 19th of January 2022. Now, what are the issues? So I will go in this video very broadly over it. The issues are the opt-in and opt-out. Well, opt-in does not really exist, right? So if you do not opt out, then the Unified Patent Court will be responsible, will be competent for all the litigations which may come out with regard to the European patent or the Unitary Patent. Meaning that you need to decide in 2022 if you want to be in the Unified Patent Court system, or if you want to prefer to be competent, so to say, for the national courts. That is an action which you as a patent holder, or your client, so to say, as a patent holder, have to decide in 2022 still. Now, what are the arguments there? Well, I will go into further videos a bit more in detail into it, but you should know that this is a new system. So the Unified Patent Court system is a new system. The court will start, so to say, from scratch. It has not really a case law on which it can rely on. So if you want to go into that system, or if you want to shape that system, so if there's no case law, it is a case law to be created, and you can be part of it, or your client can be part of it. That may be a possibility. Or you can put the wait and see. Well, you do not want to be from the beginning in the Unified Patent Court system, which allows now the possibility for damages, which allows the possibility for injunctions, and allows the possibility for revocation of the patent. So all these can be now be done in, if it is applicable, in the only competent court, which would be the Unified Patent Court. So if you do not opt out, you're in. There's no opting in, right? There's only an opting out. So if you do not opt out, you're in. That is one thing. The second thing is, what about the strategy? The strategy to be in the court, if you want to shape the court with your patents, if you want to go into the possibility of being within that, or being exposed to actions from others. So it may be that an injunction is being done against you. Probably in the Unified Patent Court that would be easier, because it is a very special court which are only doing patents all day, and they know what injunctions is, and they know what the damages, how to calculate the damages, and so on. So the strategy issue is one part you should think of. But you should think of also, so if the possibility exists that a third party acts against you, you should also look at the competitors. What are doing the competitors, or how will the competitors are acting? So this is an analysis of the market which will be necessary in order to get the best out of it. So this is the overall picture I want to present you. Well, it's very positive after what 40, 50 years of discussions, etc. It seems now that the final countdown had started, and the single market, they get its, well, one of the most important complements, which would be a unitary title for patents, which is, well, which is the innovative part of the intellectual property, industrial property. So let me wrap up the session for you. The countdown has started. So what was so far a prediction, we will have it then, and then the Constitutional Court of Germany went the other way, and all the predictions were gone. No, now we seem to be on the track. The PAP, the protocol, the provisional period, and the preparation period for Unified Patent Court has been initiated on the 19th of January 2022, and the preparation period will last up to 8 months. And then probably it is Germany who will present the ratification of the treaty, and in another 3 months, so beginning 2023, we will have what we call the Unitary Patent and the Unified Patent Court. So this is one thing. The other is that you should now decide, you have the period to decide whether to opt in. No, not whether to opt out. Because if you do nothing, you opt in, you're in the Unified Patent Court. Whether you want or not to opt out. If you don't want to opt out, you don't do anything. And if you want to opt out, you have to do just that, opt out. And look at the becoming familiar with the new court rules. That is something which in the longer term will come to you. So becoming familiar with the court rules is important, and analysis of the your competitors, what they will be doing. Will you want to be exposed by the actions of your competitors in the Unified Patent Court, or if you want to opt still for the moment being to the national courts, or if you want to make a mixed strategy, if you want to take it for the whole patents, for divisional patents, well, that is now up to you, but it starts. So the game is beginning. Thanks for tuning in. I will keep you informed on what you will have to do during 2022 still.